गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रजजनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रजजनरंजन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रजजनरंजन यमुनातीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रजजनरंजन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्-भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Okay, till devotees they come, since we are in the portion of Purusha, I will just chant this Purusha mantra for the pleasure of Shri Radha Madhav. Harihi Om Sahasrasirusha Purushah Sahasrakshas Sahasrapad Sabomim Vishwato Vritva Atyadishtadashangulam Purusha Evedagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yascha Bhavyam उदामृतत्वशेषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागश्च पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादूर्ध्वमुदयत् पुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वन्व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अपि तस्माद् विराजजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीद्दाग्यं ग्रीष्म युष्म शरद्दविः सप्तास्यासन्पहृदयः त्रित्सप्तसमिदकृताः देवा यद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साद्यार्षयश्चये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संवृतं पृथदाग्यं पशुगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्चये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋजश्चामानि जज्ञिरे चन्दागंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्माजजायत तस्मादस्वा अजायन्त एके चोभयादतः गावः जज्ञिरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कदिदाव्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहू का ऊरुपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखानिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णौध्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिशत्रोत्रात् तथा लोकाकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदनयदास्ते दाता पुरस्ताद्यमुजाजहार शक्रप्रविद्वान् प्रजिदष्टतश्रः तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाहं महिमानश्च तन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः अभ्यः सम्भूतपृथिव्यैरसाश्च विश्वकर्मणस्तमवर्तदादि तस्य त्वष्टा विदतद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीरा परिजानन्ति योनिं मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो ऋचाय ब्राह्मये ऋचं ब्राह्मन् जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे ततब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्चते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यातम् इष्टं मनुषाणाम् अमुं मनुषाणाम् सर्वं मनुषाणाम् हरिः ओम् सर्वशास्त्राब्धि पीयूषा सर्ववेदैकसत्फला सर्वसिद्धान्तरड्नाढ्य सर्वलोकैकदृक्पद सर्वभागवत प्राणा श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभो कलिद्वन्द्वोदिदादित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तिता परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षक्षरायते सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुते मदेकबन्धो मत्सङ्गिन् मद्गुरो मन्महादन मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानन्द नमोस्तुते असाधुस्साधु दादायिन्नति नीचोतचाकर आनमुञ्चकदा शृण्मां प्रेम्णा हृत्कण्ठयो स्फुराः ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय You need a book? Anything? Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, text number, chapter number 6, text number 20, I guess. 20, no? Since we have very less time, I will just chant shloka and I will go for the purport and translation. Padastrayo bhaishchasan aprajanamya ashramaha antastrilokastva aparo grahamedyo abhradvataha. Translation by commentary is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON. Translation. The spiritual world, which consists of 3/4 of the Lord's energy, is situated beyond this material world, and it is especially meant for those who will never reborn. Others who are attached to the family life and who do not strictly follow celibacy vows must live within these 3 material worlds. Purport. The climax of the system of Varnashrama Dharma or Sanatana Dharma is clearly expressed herein in this particular verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The highest benefit that can be awarded to a human being is to train him to be detached from sex life, particularly because it is only due to sex indulgence that the conditioned life of material existence continues birth after birth. Human civilization in which there is no control of sex life is a 4th-class civilization, because in such an atmosphere there is no liberation of the soul engaged in the material body. Birth, death, old age and disease are related to the material body and they have nothing to do with the spirit soul. But as long as the bodily attachment for sensual enjoyment is encouraged, the individual soul is forced to continue the repetition of birth and death on account of the material body, which is compared to garments subjected to the law of deterioration. In order to award the highest benefit of human life, the Varnashrama system trains the follower to adopt the vow of celibacy, beginning from the order of Brahmacharya. The Brahmachari life is for students who are educated to follow strictly the vows of celibacy. Youngsters who have had no taste of sex life can easily follow the vow of celibacy. And once fixed in the principles of such a life, one can very easily continue to the highest perfectional stage, attaining the kingdom of the 3/4 energy of the Lord. It is already explained that in the cosmos of the 3/4 energy of the Lord, there is neither death nor fear, and one is full of blissful life of happiness and knowledge. A householder attached to family life can easily give up such a life of sex indulgence if he has been trained in the principles of the life of a brahmachari. A householder is recommended to quit home at the end of 50 years, pancha shordhvam vanam brajed, and live a life in the forest. Then, being fully detached from family affection, he may accept the order of renunciation as the sannyasi fully engaged in the service of the Lord. Any form of religious principle in which the followers are trained to pursue the vow of celibacy is good for human being, because only those who are trained in that way can end the miserable life of material existence. The principles of nirvana, as recommended by Lord Buddha, are also meant for ending the miserable life of material existence, and this process is the highest degree is recommended here in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which clear perception of ideal perfection, although basically there is no difference between the process of Buddhists, Shankarites and Vaishnavites. For promotion to the highest status of perfection, namely freedom from birth and death, anxiety and fearfulness, not one of this process allow the follower to break the vow of celibacy. The householders and persons who are deliberately broken the vow of celibacy cannot enter into the kingdom of deathlessness. The pious householders or the fallen yogis or the fallen transcendentalists can be promoted to the highest planets within the material world, 1/4 of the law, 1/4 of the energy of the Lord, but they will fail to enter into the kingdom of deathlessness. Abhrad vratas, or those who have broken the vow of celibacy. The vanaprasthas, or those retired from family life, and the sannyasis, or the renounced persons, cannot break the vratas, and sannyasis do not intend to take rebirth, apraja, nor are they meant for secretly indulging in sex life. Such a fall down by a spiritualist may be compensated by another chance for human life in good families of learned brahmanas, of rich merchants, for another terms of elevation. But the best thing is to attain the highest perfection of deathlessness as soon as the human form of life is attained. Otherwise, the whole policy of human life will prove to be a total failure. Lord Chaitanya was very strict in advising his followers in this matter of celibacy. One of his personal attendants, Chota Haridasa, was severely punished by Lord Chaitanya because of his failure to observe the vow of celibacy. For a transcendentalist, therefore, who at all wants to be promoted to the kingdom beyond material miseries, it is worse than suicide to deliberately indulge in sex life, especially in the renounced order of life. Sex life in the renounced order of life is the most perverted form of religious life, and such a misguided person can only be saved if by chance he meets a pure devotee. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Śrīmade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Deshadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Yonta Pravishya Vachamam Prasuptam Sanjeevyatakla Shakti Dharaswadamna Anyam Tahasta Charana Shravanatvagadin Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Pantvasman Puruhuta Vairi Balavan Matangamadhyat Ghata Kumbo Chatri Vipatanati Kapatu Pratyega Vajraitaha Śrīmad Kantīravāsya Pratasonakara Dharidārāti Dūra Pradvastatvānta Shanta Pravitita Manasa Bhavita Bhuri Bhagaihi. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk in front of Radha Madhava and all the other assembled devotees. Something from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Very beautiful temple. Beautiful devotees. Beautiful because of beautiful worship. So, beautiful shloka also today. So, who and all want to be freed from fearfulness or deathlessness? Who are all here for this? Who all want to become fearless, deathless? Oh, nice. So, who are all want to become devotees of Krishna? Then the first thing doesn't work. Because we cannot become fearless. We have to become fearful. We cannot become deathless. We have to die. We have to be fearful of Maya. Correct? And we have to die because only after death, maybe we can take birth again in Krishna Loka. Or it is mentioned here in this shloka that one should not indulge in sex life. Means one should not even think about women. But our philosophy is different. Our philosophy is always think of women. How is it possible? Yes, we should think of real women. That is Srimati Radharani. Because in this world, the nature of women is meant for bewildering the souls or the Purusha. But we should think of real women, that is Srimati Radharani or even Kunti Maharani. Any other women you remember? Devahuti, Sita, Draupadi, Shubhadra. Any other women you can think of? Yashoda, Yamuna Mataji, okay. Ganga Maya. Oh, they're all in the form of river. Tulasi, they're all in the plant. You see, already you are thinking of women. Correct? So, no way to go back. No, that is not the real point. Just because of abstinence of sex, one cannot get liberation. Correct? Here, in the Purushukta, okay, we'll go step by step. This Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, in the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Narada is asking a very beautiful and a very basic question, that who is supreme? Whether you are supreme, I think you are only supreme because I can see only you. So I think you are supreme. Then Brahma starts answering, no, I'm not supreme. Then who is supreme? Then he starts chanting this Purushukta. So this Purushukta is considered as the very important Shukta in the Vedas. Because if you see in Veda, it starts with Agni Sukta. In Rig Veda, if you see, it starts with Agni. Agni me ele purohitam yagyasya devam ridvijam. It starts with Agni. Then it progresses. Glorifying Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, Yama, everyone. Now people are confused. When Vedas are glorifying everything, then who is supreme here? Correct? This is the question that Hindus usually, people they ask. You say Veda is the highest form to get knowledge. Shabda Pramana. Okay, we accept that. But in Vedas itself, the first sukta starts with Agni Purana, Agni Sukta. So, who is supreme here? How to understand who is supreme here? Then Sayanacharya, who is a commentator of Veda, he gives a beautiful explanation that among all the suktas, Purushukta is considered as the topmost. Purushukta is helping us to determine who is that Uttama Purusha. Because in Rig Veda, in Yajur Veda, in Sama Veda, in other Veda, all the Vedas have Purushuktas. Every Veda has Purushukta. Why? Because just to give a guidance that when you go through these Vedas, don't forget the important person. That is, who is the Purusha. So when you are going to Rig Veda, some people they study only Rig Veda. Some people they go through only Yajur Veda. Some people they study only Sama Veda. Some people they only study Athara Veda. So those who study only Rig Veda or one Veda, they should not forget or they should not miss that understanding who is Purusha. They should not get confused. That's why in every Veda there is Purushukta. So in Purushukta, if you understand, it is giving who is that Purusha. Who is that Uttama Purusha. Now what is Purusha? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about this Purusha. In which chapter? 15th chapter. He speaks about Purusha. Purushottama. We have Purushottama here, correct? So Krishna speaks about the Purushottama. That is called Purushottama Vidya. The 15th chapter is called Purushottama Vidya. Now, what is Purusha? Pura iti proktaha iti Purushaha. One who stays in the heart where a small place is called Pura. So he stays in that place is called Purusha. Or Atma, embodied soul is called Purusha because he stays in the small part of the heart. So it's called Purusha. But who is Purushottama? That we should understand. Now, in explaining this, Yamunacharya, he gives a very beautiful analogy. Who is Purushottama? We have these 5 fingers, right? So when you see these 5 fingers, we should remember this. You can all see your 5 fingers now. And now you can remember these things. This small finger is called Apurusha. This ring finger is called Purusha. This finger, middle finger is called Purusha Tara. This is called Purusha Tama. And this is called Purushottama. You understood? Yes? Okay. So we can go for the next subject. Or should we explain? We need to explain this? Yes? Okay. Now, what is this small finger? It's called Apurusha. What is Apurusha? That which doesn't have consciousness. That is called Achit. This material Prakriti. This is called Apurusha. Now, what is Purusha? Purusha means one who has the embodied soul or conditioned soul. They are called Purusha. This is Purusha. And Utpurusha. What is Utpurusha? Utpurusha means the best among the conditioned souls. Who are the best among the conditioned souls? The liberated souls, they are considered as the best among the conditioned souls. That is the sadhana siddhas. They can be considered as Utpurusha. And who is called Uttara Purusha? Uttara Purusha means the best among the liberated souls. Who are the best among the liberated souls? Who are the best among the liberated souls? No, pure devotees are liberated, but who can be called as the best among the liberated souls? Yasmak charamapitoham aksharat api chottamaha atosmi loke vetecha pratita purushottamaha. So Krishna proclaims himself as Purushottama, that I am the Purushottama, I am the supreme among all these four things. So whenever you see these 5 fingers, now you should remember these five concepts. Krishna does not give us this body just for our own utilization. He has given us this body so that we can remember him in each and every part of this body. But we are using this body in a different way. Correct? Anyway, so this Purusha Yukta in this Vedas, the Purusha Yukta is considered as very important part of the Veda. So now we are in this Purusha Yukta where Brahmaji is explaining that who is that Purushottama, or who is that Supreme Lord. Who is that Supreme Lord? In the Purusha Yukta, there is no mention of Supreme Lord. Just now I chanted Purusha Yukta. Did you come across any name of Krishna, Narayana here? Vishnu? No. Then how to determine who is Purusha? The last line it explains. Hrishchate Lakshmi Chapatnyo Ahoratre Parshve. The last line it gives an indication. Who is that Purusha? Who is that Purusha? Lakshmi Pati. That's it. It's not Narayana, it is Lakshmi Pati. So the importance is given for Lakshmi. Again, we say Radha and Krishna. We say Sita, Rama. Even Ramayana. If you study Ramayana, in the beginning of Ramayana, it is mentioned that Rama was sitting and hearing Ramayana from Lavankusha. Now one may ask question that how is it possible for Rama to hear his own glories? Because who will hear his own glories? Asuras. Asuras, they want to hear their own glories, correct? They will write down their biography and they will give, okay, please glorify me. Hiranyakashipu, correct? He was glorifying himself and he wants to hear his own glories. Oh, please glorify me. Yes, I'm that. Yes, that is me. Yeah, please glorify me. So we should be shameful when we hear about our own glories. Who is the example in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam who was shameful when he heard about his own glories? Hare Krishna. What we say? What is Ramayana? Ramayana means? What we say? What is Ramayana? Ramayana means? Explaining the glories of Lord Rama, correct? Now how Lord Rama can sit and hear his own glories? Then Valmiki Rishi explains, actually you are all misunderstood. Ramayana is not meant for glorifying Rama. He says, Sitayam Charitam Mahat. Ramayana is meant for glorifying Mother Sita. And because Lord Rama happened to be husband of Sita, so Rama was also glorified in the sight. But actually it is meant for glorifying Sita. So we also say the same thing, correct? We don't have anything to do with this black boy, correct? Unless he has connection with Radharani. If he is not a lover of Srimati Radharani, then we will not even look at him. Correct? That is what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. So, we understand who is supreme. Everyone knows who is supreme. Even Krishna knows who is supreme. So, we understand from this Purusha Yukta. Okay, we will go to today's shloka. In today's shloka, it is mentioned that this material world is 1/4 of the whole creation. See our own world, see our own Bhuloka. The 3-part is covered by water and 1/4 is covered by land, correct? So this is what we say. Pado osya vishwa bhutani tripadasyaamritam divi tripad urdvamudait purushaha. That is what Purusha Yukta says. The 3-path vibhuti is called Vaikuntha Loka and Ekapath is called this material world. Now, who are all qualified to stay in this material world and who are all qualified to go to that spiritual world? So that is the question. Okay. Now here the word is used. Who can go to spiritual world? Who can stay here? In purport itself or in the shloka itself, the mention was there. Now, without looking at purport, the word was used, specific term was used. No, I am looking for some Sanskrit verse. Yes, aprajaha, who have taken birth. So we can be called as just ja or jana. But jana are different from prajas. What's the difference between jana and prajaha? Prakrishtarupena jayate iti prajaha. One who has special birth, he is called praja. What is speciality in that birth? Because there are many people who take birth and they live like dead. Correct? So they are not called prajas. One who has prana, or there are many people who take birth and die also. So they are not called as prajas. He has taken birth or not? Yes, he has taken birth. But they are not called as prajas because he has already dead. So he is not called praja. One who is dead or one who is living dead, they are also called prajas. Means those who are in coma stage. There is prana. Yes, prana is there. Something is going inside. Yes, something is going inside. Something is coming outside. Yes, something is coming outside. We can call him as praja? No. Why? Because he has no any jnana. So without jnana, he cannot be called as praja. So those who have jnana, they are called as praja, and Lord is Prajapati. He is the Lord of those prajas, not dead ones, not those who have taken birth. So we cannot drag Lord to this. Lord is, he is the Lord of all the dead bodies also. No. He is Prajaha. Praja means Prakrishta Rupena Jayat. And here is called Aprajaha. Those who doesn't take birth in this material world, they are called Aprajaha. Now, as it is mentioned here, that simply by following the law of celibacy, that one can reach that supreme destination, that is called spiritual world. Now, can you say any instance that just by following brahmacharya or just because of following brahmacharya one can get liberation? Can we have any examples in Shastra? Just he was following brahmacharya and he got liberated. For Kumaras. Okay. Narada Muni, Pitamaha, Bhishma. I'm just telling about those who just follow wall of celibacy without devotion. We don't have any proof. Because celibacy is a part of our process. It is not the goal. It is hita. It is not the purushartha. Celibacy is a process. And the celibacy is needed for everyone. Not just, here it is mentioned for brahmacharis, vanaprastha and sannyasi. But it is meant for grahasthas also. Here the word is used, who cannot enter inside that spiritual world. The very important word is used, grihamedaha. If by chance Brahma would have mentioned grahastha, then we can all go back to our home. No need to do any devotion. We can all go back home, and then only brahmacharis, they can do their puja and sadhana and they can go back to home back to Godhead. But the word is used very carefully, not grahasthas, but griha medis. Those who have uncontrolled sense gratification, they are called griha medis. Or those who are interested in hearing about many things except the Lord. Because in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, if you see, in the first chapter itself, it starts with this explanation that Shrotavyani di Rajendra Nrinam Santi Sahasrashaha Apashyatam Atmatattvam Griheshu Grihamedinaha. So who are Grihamedis? Who are Grihamedis according to Sukadeva Goswami? Yes. Shrotavyani Rajendra Nranam Santi Sahasrasaha. They have so many important things to do except hearing about the glories of the Lord. So who can be called as Grahastha? Those who have taste to hear about the Lord. Or here it is mentioned in the shloka, ashrama also. Correct? That's a word used here. What is that? Yes. Aprajanam ya ashramaha. What is ashrama? Ashrama means where there is a continuous process of hearing about the glories of the Lord. Correct? So if there is no hearing, then even staying in ashrama doesn't make you as a ashramites. Correct? What is the use of temple? What is the use of deity worship? What is the use of elaborate puja? What is the use of everything that we do in this spiritual moment is for only one purpose. What is that purpose? To develop the taste for hearing. Dharma swanishtataha pumsam visvakshena katasuyah na utpadayet yatiratim shramayevahi kevalam. People, they perform their dharma very nicely. Dharma swanushtitaha pumsam. Whether you are a brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi, doesn't matter. You all have to perform. We all have to perform our duty very nicely. That's okay. But the result of performing our duty should be end in developing taste for hearing. If you don't develop taste for hearing, then all our dharma is shramayevahi kevalam. It's all vain. It's all useless. Now, Prabhupada is speaking about coming out of lust. Correct? Now, how to get out of this lust? Simply by telling that you should not engage in sex life. You should not engage in sex life. Lust is bad. Lust is bad. Simply by telling this, can we make a person to come out of lust? No. We have to give him some positive engagement also. Correct? Now, how can we engage? Why people are engaged in sexual affair? Because they feel some kind of happiness in this. That's why they engage in this kind of lusty desire, lusty life. Now, we should show him some other process where you will find more happiness than this. Then people will automatically take to that life. Correct? It is not by preaching you can make a person to give up sex life. It is only by showing him or making him to taste the highest pleasure that we can make him to give up. Correct? So that's what Krishna says, that my devotees, they don't take pleasure in sexual life. Why? Machitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanticha ramanticha. Because my devotees, they take pleasure in hearing about my glories. When you are hearing about glories of Supreme Lord, you don't feel like engaging in sexual life. Correct? Now we are sitting in front of Radha Madhav. Correct? And we are hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Now in your mind, if you think about any sexual desire, it feels so horrible here. Correct? We feel so disgusted. Even if the thought comes in your mind, how it would be and how it was. If then we don't feel like, it is so disgusting. But when we are alone, when there is nothing in our mind, when there is no Krishna in our mind, then we automatically engage ourselves in this kind of lusty affairs. Why? Because there is no engagement. So that's why the process is given how to get out of this sexual desire. How? By developing taste for hearing. Now, how to develop taste for hearing? That is the big question. If you take Bhagavad Gita, then immediately we go to Samadhi. Correct? As soon as we take Bhagavad Gita, so how to develop taste for Shastra? That is like a very important question that every devotee wants to know. It's a very simple thing. Just associate with people who have taste for Shastras, who always read Shastra, who always quotes Shastra, who always engages us also in listening to Shastra. So that is the only way. In the last line of this purport, it is mentioned that a misguided person can only be saved if by chance he meets a pure devotee. Now when we say pure devotee, who is called pure devotee? Why we call him as a pure devotee? Okay, I will give you another way to understand. We say Ganga is pure, correct? Why Ganga is pure? Everything comes out from Vishnu only. Why it is pure? That is a question. Everything is touched by the lotus feet of the Lord. In this world, can you say anything is without Lord's touch? Huh? It's always flowing. Oh, very good. There are many rivers which is always flowing. Very dear to the Lord. Why? It is said that pure devotees, they go take a bath in Ganga. Okay. So simple definition. Why Ganga is pure? Because whomever comes in touch with Ganga, they become pure. Because that is why it is called pure. Who is called pure devotee? Whomever comes in touch with a pure devotee, they become pure. That's why they are called pure devotees. Who can be called as a good teacher? Whomever comes in touch with the teacher, they become good teachers. That's why they are called good teachers. Why Narada is called Acharya? Because whomever comes in touch with Narada, they all become good teachers. Like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. When Narada came, met Vyasadeva, Bhagavatam appeared. When Narada came and met Valmiki Rishi, Ramayana appeared. When Narada came, met Prahalad Maharaj, we have Prahalad Suti. So, yes. So, without devotees association, without pure devotees association, here again, pure means not externally, but internally. Internally, he should be pure. Now, how to check who is pure and who is impure? How to check whether someone is pure or impure? We say self-realized people. Self-realized people are very pure. Others are impure. Now, how to understand who is self-realized person? For that, Krishna gives 6 steps. In Bhagavad Gita, in 5th chapter, if you go through, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmane Kavihastini, Suni Chaiva Swapakecha, Panditaha Samadarishanaha. So, one who is a pure devotee, one who has self-realized, he sees everyone equally. This is the first quality of a pure devotee. Samatva. Samadarishana, we can say. Samadarishana. He sees everyone equally. Now, second step, it is given. He doesn't, he is not happy when he feels happy, when happiness comes to him. When material happiness comes to him or when material distress comes to him, he is not either happy or distressful. He has samabuddhi. This is the next step of a self-realized person. Now the third step is, he doesn't want happiness also in this material world. You see, you have to go gradation. First thing, happiness comes, but he doesn't feel happy. Now the third step is, he doesn't want happiness at all, because he is already happy in realizing the self or in devotion service. He is already happy, so he doesn't want this happiness. Now the fourth step is, he finds the material happiness as actually distress. That is the fourth step. Ehi samsparshada bhoga dukkayo naiva evate adyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. This is the fourth step of a self-realized person. He sees happiness as distress. Now, how to see happiness as distress? Can anyone explain? Can anyone give an example? How to see an happiness as a distress? Okay, we don't. But it is giving us happiness, right? If it is higher than this, then happiness becomes distress. Hmm. Hmm. But repeated enjoyment, it gives us frustration. But again, after 1 month, we'll take gulab jamun again. Correct? Now we are frustrated. But next day, if you give a gulab jamun, oh, yesterday I was frustrated, today I will take. Correct? So that is not the case here. Here, a person should see happiness as distress. I will give an example. Now, a child, he likes apple juice very much. He every day takes apple juice. Today, morning, he is supposed to go for a tour. With his school friends, he is supposed to go for a tour. And bus has already arrived. Bus is making sound. Pam, 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 pam. Come, please come, let's go. And now boy is, tying the shoelace. Now, like a typical mother, all Indian mothers, they all come in the end. And they will say, take this apple juice and go. Please take this apple juice and go. Because whole day we don't know whether you will eat there or not. Please take this apple juice and go. Now son will say, please, leave me, I have to go, I'm in hurry. No, you have to take. This is your very dear apple juice. Please take this apple juice and go. No, mother, I don't want apple juice. No, you have to take. So there is no way to reject. When mother says, you have to follow. That's it. They will push us. Even they will bring us inside the van itself. Or they will bring us to the tourist place also. Unless you drink this. So they will give you fruit juice. They will give you this apple juice. So how this boy will drink this juice? With happiness? No, how will he drink? Oh, let's go, just finish this and go. You see? Why? Because something else is waiting for him. So for him, this happiness is actually tasteless. It is actually giving him trouble. So that is the 5th stage. That he feels that happiness as actually distress. That is how we should feel here. Either you are a grahastha or you are a brahmachari or sannyasi, doesn't matter. We should feel this happiness as distressful. There is no happiness. If you are a brahmachari, I can guarantee you, because I am grahastha, so there is nothing like happiness in this world. Especially in grahastha life. There is nothing happiness. Where is happiness? Prahlad Maharaj says, Kutrashi Shruti Sukhaha Mrigatrishna Rupaha. Where is happiness in this material world? Only in our ears. We have heard about happiness, correct? Buy this, you will be happy. Do this, you will be happy. Go here, you will be happy. We have heard about happiness. But nobody has yet find out that happiness at all. So, before marriage, my grandmother used to tell, hey, just get married. You left job. You are following this Hare Krishna, shaved head, shika, everything is okay. We tolerated everything. Just get married. Just get married. Just get married, because you need a what to say? Partner, who will take care of you. Just get married. Just get married. Everything is okay. Just do this only one thing for me. We believe in our elders sometimes. So believe with the belief, we also enter inside this Grahamanta Kupam. We should not supposed to say this, but we enter. Now, if I tell my grandmother, she says, life is like that. What to do? We are all tolerating, so you also tolerate. Now, what can I say to her? She is old. How cannot offend her also with words? So previously she was saying, get married, get married, get married. Now, stay in marriage, stay in marriage, stay married, stay married. Because all the marriages, they end up very quickly. Love at first sight and divorce at first fight. Correct? So there is actually, if you think that you will enjoy, so it's not a place for you to enjoy. If you want to get realization, then it's a good place to get realization. Very fast realization. Very fast. So don't get chance. Now don't take it as a chance. Okay, Vamsidhari Prabhu has said today, so I can also get fast realization. No, don't do that. But we will do it. In spite of hearing, in spite of seeing, people will go for it. There is no way. And if there is nothing wrong in getting married. Where is the mistake? This mood of enjoying, that is the problem. Otherwise, Krishna himself is a married person, and Arjuna is a married person, and then they were discussing Bhagavad Gita. So it is between two married people, Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So marriage is not at all bad thing, because it is something given by Krishna himself in this world. It's an institution started by Krishna. So when to stop, that we should understand. Is it medicine is bad? Is medicine is bad? No. Why medicine is given? To stop medicine. Correct? Medicine is given to stop medicine. Medicine is not given to continue medicine. In this material world, modern days, the medicine is given to continue. They will keep on coming. You are like a regular customer for the doctor. We say we have a family doctor. In those days, we have a family guru, but nowadays everyone has family doctors. Why? Because you go for one problem and they will give you a medicine which will instigate another problem, and you keep on going. Nowadays in the pharmacy, in Apollo Medical, if you go, they will give you customer card, because they know that you will come back again regularly. So they will say, sir, you would like to take credit card for this? So medicine is not meant for continuing the medicine. Medicine is meant for stopping the medicine. So that is how Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam or any Vedic literature, where it is encouraging people to get married. It's like a medicine. Why? Because when you get married, then you will stop thinking about marriage. Correct? Otherwise, in Brahmacharya Ashrama, we have something in our mind. There will be something, otherwise how everybody is getting married. You see this beautiful couple, husband and wife, coming very beautifully dressed. Wife is smiling very nicely with husband, and she is very soft, and she is very caring. She is taking the plates of husband, after eating. You see, we have to throw our own plate, we have to wash our own clothes. So maybe there is something, everyone is cheating us actually. All the devotees are cheating here in ashrama. To keep us in ashrama, they are cheating us. But there is some happiness in, grihastha life. So don't think like that. So it is a different story. If you enter inside, it's a different story. So grihastha life is good if both of you have the same consciousness. What consciousness? To serve Krishna. And even if you are a brahmachari or vanaprastha and sannyasi, it is bad if your consciousness is not to serve Krishna. If you think that now let us give up my, I don't want to get into married life because staying in ashrama is very peaceful. I have my own room, I have my own plate, I have my own food. So let me be peaceful in this ashrama. Then it is completely bad. You have to run immediately and do your work. Krishna says, Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kajachana ma karma phalahe durbor ma te sangostu karmani. Perform your duty. But same Krishna is saying, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Two instructions in same Shastra. What to follow? Same Krishna is speaking two different instructions. What to follow? According to our adhikara, we have to follow. So in which, yes, when somebody is teaching, when somebody is telling us MBBS, we should become doctor, doctor is good, doctor is saving the country, doctor is saving people's life, and someone is hearing, the small boy is hearing, yes, doctor is good. Yes. He cannot directly go and join MBBS and medical seat. Yes, he has heard the goal, but he has to start from the first standard. Correct? So we know the goal. What is the goal? Develop taste, in devotion service. That is the goal. Now we should go step by step. Now who can give us guidance? Only our spiritual master can give us guidance. So by taking proper guidance and going step by step, by developing proper understanding, we can come out of this entanglement. Without proper understanding, just by force, we cannot come out of anything. When Krishna said about Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tatpataha Tektva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mamedu Surjan. Everyone knows the meaning of this shloka. What Krishna says here? One who knows my birth and my activities, they don't have to take birth in this material world, correct? Yes, everyone is here with me? Yes. Now, today in Hyderabad, how many will get liberated? Because today many will die, definitely, because it's a Mrityu Loka. Today many will be dying. So, many will have heard about Krishna, correct, in their life. At least, in Andhra Pradesh, they like Krishna, and Venkatesh, Balaji is there. So, they all heard about Krishna at least once in a lifetime. They all have read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, or they have heard some Upanyasa from Chaganti Koteshwara, or from Praneshwar Prabhu, or anyone, for that matter, or Chinnajayar Swami. They all have heard about Krishna's birth. Krishna has taken birth in jail for Vyasadeva and Devaki, and Krishna has done all these leelas, correct? So they have heard about this. Do you think they will get liberated? Yes or no? No? That means you don't believe in Krishna's word? Tatvatha is used. What is Tatvatha? In reality. What is in reality means? Krishna takes birth. What is reality in that? Krishna is stealing butter. What is reality in that? Yeah, Krishna is the reality. So they know about Krishna. They know Krishna is Supreme Lord, and Krishna has appeared in this world, and Krishna has done all this pastime. Krishna has killed Putana. Krishna has lifted Govardhan. Krishna has killed Kamsa. Krishna has married 16,000. Maybe they don't know this still. So they know all these stories. But just by hearing about these stories, will they get liberated? No. Then what is the meaning of this? We should understand the meaning. Why Krishna is speaking about all these things suddenly? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about that Name partasti kartavyam trishulokesha kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayeva cha karmani yadi aham navarteyam jata karma natadratah mama vartmana vartante manushya partha sarvasah. Arjuna, when I come down to this material world, I perform my duty perfectly. What is the duty of Krishna? Creation, maintenance, and destruction. That is the whole point of Purusha. What is Purusha is doing? He is creating. That is the today's shloka, correct? He created this material world, which is 3 part, which is 1 part. Krishna says, I am creating, I am maintaining, I am destroying. So why Krishna has to speak about all these things? Why Krishna has to speak about all these things? That means Krishna is speaking about all these things to understand that we take example from Krishna's activities. That Krishna says, yes, I create this material world, I maintain this material world, I destroy this material world. Yes, but how I am doing that? You should learn that truth. Then when you understand that truth, when you follow that truth, then you will get liberated. Not just by understanding that yes, Krishna is creating and Krishna is maintaining and Krishna is destroying. No. But you should understand what is the intent and meaning. Correct? Without Jnana Bhaga, Karma Bhaga has no meaning. What is Jnana Bhaga and what is Karma Bhaga? Now we are offering our Deepa to Krishna. This is Karma Bhaga. Activity. Physically engaged. Now what is Jnana Bhaga in this? Pujari ji, you can say. We are trying to offer all the 5 elements in the service of the Lord. Correct? When this understanding is not there, then this arati will have any effect? It will give any effect? No. Even if you chant Hare Krishna mantra for millions of lifetime, without this understanding, which understanding? That I am servant of Lord and my only goal of life, my only desire is to serve Him. Without this prayerful mood, if you chant mantra, will it has any effect? No. So, jnana here, the consciousness is very important. Correct? More than activity, what is important here? Consciousness is important. Correct? So, that is what Krishna is trying to bring us in Bhagavad Gita. He's telling Arjuna that you fight. Now, one may think, you see, Duryodhana is already fighting. So, who is better here? Whether Arjuna or Duryodhana? Duryodhana is already fighting. Now, Arjuna has to push. Now, Krishna has to push Arjuna. Fight, fight, fight. But Duryodhana is already fighting without even pushing. So, he's a better Kshatriya, correct? He is doing his dharma better than Arjuna. But the problem is the consciousness. Here, he is fighting for his own sense gratification. And here, Krishna is pushing Arjuna to fight for my sense gratification, for my happiness. Otherwise, Arjuna is not a person who is afraid or who want to reject fight. Arjuna has fighted many times, correct? Can you say Arjuna was not, ready to fight with Kauravas? No, he has fought many times. How many times he has fought with Kauravas before this Kurukshetra? 3 times, at least. First one, during Draupadi Vivaha. Correct? Everyone came for fight. And Arjuna, single-handedly, he fought everyone, he defeated everyone. First time. Second, during Jayadratha. That time, in the forest, he has fought with Kauravas. And third, in Virata Parva, he has fought. So he already fought 3 times. Now he is telling, no, I will not fight. Why? Because it is for Krishna. If it is for him, he is ready to fight. But if it is for Krishna, he is a little bit reluctant. Like in this material world. People are ready to work for their own sense gratification. But for devotion, no. It's okay, Prabhuji. We'll do it slowly. We can do it. But for material things, yes, come on, ready. We are ready. We can do it. They are called Duryodhanas. What is Duryodhana? Duryodhana. Yodhana means one has desire to fight. And Duryodhana means one who has desire to fight for wrong cause. They are called Duryodhanas. So in this material world, we are all called Duryodhanas. Why? Because we are ready to work hard for useless cause. But for spiritual cause, we become lazy. Correct? When once we are in ashram, we become relaxed. If we go outside for working, we are ready to work for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, no problem. But once if we are here, we become relaxed and we say, it's enough, Prabhu, it's okay, morning, we can, one day we can skip Mangalarati, one day we can skip, Bhagavatam, one day we can skip Darshanarthi. It's okay, But outside, you cannot skip. Even if you go 1 minute late in punching, they will reduce your salary. If you go 10 days late, what will happen? Then they will put you down. Then your promotion doesn't come up. So in material world, we are very serious. But once you come to spiritual, we become very relaxed. Same with Arjuna and Duryodhana. Duryodhana is very fired up. Dronacharya, you don't know, we are all ready to fight. We are all even ready to die here. Material people, very enthusiastic for working. See our person. Who? Arjuna. Even though he knows it is Krishna's work, it is who Krishna is only actually wants this fight. It is Krishna's arrangement. Ultimately, it is meant for Krishna's happiness. But what he is saying, no, Krishna, it's okay. I will run away from fight. I don't want to fight. Our Acharya is Arjuna. That is our spiritual life. In spiritual life, you have to push people. Do this, do this, do this. In material life, you have to pull people. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Correct? So, here, the question is, we change of our consciousness. Correct? So, why Krishna spoke about Janma Karma Cha Ve Divyam or Ityadi Shlokas? Because Krishna is showing us an example. You see, Arjuna, I am more busy than you. I am more karmi than you. At least you are working in some small company. You have some small family. See my example. I am creating this whole world. And I have big family. Correct? I have big circus. I have to feed everyone in this material world. But I am doing everything without attachment. That is what Krishna wants to show us with this example. If you understand my birth, what is my birth? My birth is not meant for me. It is meant for actually uplifting the people in this material world. If you understand this thing, then you don't take birth. If you understand my activities are meant for giving pleasure or helping others to come out of this material world. Without attachment, I am working. So if you working in that way, then you can get liberated. So it is not that just by hearing Krishna's story we get liberated, but with proper understanding we get liberation. What is that proper understanding? You do all your duties without attachment. That is the message that Krishna is giving. Krishna is saying, I am creating this whole world without any expectation. Just consider, if Krishna has expectation from us, what will happen? Every day Krishna will send us bill. Okay, today you have breathed in this much oxygen, you have drank this much water, you have used my body. This is Krishna's body, correct? Is it our body or Krishna's body? This is Krishna's body. Our parents may say, no, this is our child. But Hiranyakashipu is saying in Diti, while consoling Diti in 6th canto, no, in 7th canto, he's saying, come on, is this your son? No, he's not your son. Because you never went to a shop, or any supermarket purchasing. Give me 2 eyes, give me 1 nose, give me 2 ears, give me some blood. So every day he sends us bill. It's like every day we are spending like 5 lakh from Krishna's wealth. Does Krishna send us bill? No. He creates, simply maintains, without any expectation. Krishna has least expectation from this material world. Because it is mentioned, this is Ekapata Vibhuti. Ekapata Vibhuti means very small place in the whole creation. Does government has any expectation from jail? Hyderabad has jail, correct? Hyderabad is just jail? Yes. Does any government has a ministry speaking about welfare of prisoners? Let us try to, or where any government is thinking, okay, from this year, how many IITians will come from this jail? How many, scientists will come from this jail? How many doctors will come from this jail? Does government has any expectations? No. It is simply maintaining. If someone wants to get out, you please follow the rules and you get out of this place. Otherwise, has any least expectation. The similar way, Lord is unattached to this material world. He is performing everything, he is creating, he is maintaining, he is destroying everything without any attachment. So that's how we should live in this material world. We should take care of our family, we should take care of our business, we should take care of our duty perfectly, but without any expectation. Now when I say without expectation, don't think you can do it like anything. You should do it perfectly. That is what Krishna says. I perform my work perfectly, and also I don't have any expectation. So why Krishna is saying all these things? To understand this concept that how we should behave in this material world. So anyway, so what we understand from today's shloka is that, yes, if you want to go to that spiritual world, then you should develop this consciousness. What consciousness? That I am not the enjoyer. That's it. If you develop this consciousness, then you can go there. Now, sex life, it helps us to develop this consciousness that I am the enjoyer. That's why they say you follow the vow of celibacy so that you can come out of this consciousness of that I am the enjoyer. So what we should think, we should have these 3 things in our mind. That I am not the owner, I am not the doer, and I am not the enjoyer. So if you have these 3 things in your mind, then you are called as a perfect person. You are ready to go to that spiritual world. What are the 3 things? I am not the owner, I am not the doer, and I am not the enjoyer. This is called ahankara, mamakara, palakara, tyaga. That is what Krishna calls as buddhi yoga, or working in Krishna consciousness. So if we develop this consciousness, then we can slowly come to the level of pure heart or pure consciousness. That is, what is pure consciousness means? Krishna's consciousness. Pure consciousness is Krishna's consciousness. Our consciousness is now polluted because of bodily consciousness. So when we come out of this bodily consciousness, we can become pure and we can reach Krishna. So I will end this session here. If you have any questions or comments, you can ask now. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Nice explanation about today's slokas, and I learned so many things. And that you said that about forcing devotional service, like we need to force, like push the people. So whenever we try to push the people, they will get agitated and frustrated. And even in the Krishna consciousness movement, senior devotees also sometimes they tells like we need to like push them very slowly. So do your activities and add Krishna in your life, Krishna consciousness. So main keeping Krishna in center is Krishna consciousness, right? But if we force the people, why they can't able to take, and how actually we can treat them, and how we can push them actually. So can you explain about this?
Okay, thank you. What was the first question? How to push people? Or even if we push people, they don't take it nicely. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in 3rd chapter, Na buddhi bedam janayet agyanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan. You know this verse? Krishna says, Na buddhi bedam janayet agyanam karma sanginam. Don't disturb people. Don't disturb people's mind. Na buddhi bedam. Don't disturb their mind. Why? Agyanam. Because they are all ignorant. And karma sanginam. They are all attached with work. Go outside. Just step out of this. Or even step out of this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam class. Immediate thing. Next thing what we will go for? Prasadam. That is also karma. Correct? Now you can say prasadam is devotion and then I am eating only prasadam. Whether prasadam is eating you or you are eating prasadam, that we don't understand. If you think that it is Krishna prasadam and actually I am honoring Krishna prasadam, then it is different thing. But anyway, I am just giving an example that when you go to people, they are all attached with their work. From morning till night, they are all running, doing so many things. Now if you go and tell them, give up everything and come to Krishna consciousness, they will say, better you give up and you come to us, join us, because you're all useless sitting in ashrama, do something useful. Correct? And we will also think, okay, looks like that, because outside people, they have a car and they have this and they have that, but what I am having just some cloth, and after some time we also, think, okay, now I should also have some car. So what to do? Let us become temple president of some place, let us have a car and let us have all the facilities. Right? We won't be happy even in Krishna consciousness. Correct? So he says, Agyanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani. We should inspire them. Sarva karmani. Inspire them. If somebody is earning, inspire them to earn. No problem. But vidvan, yoshayet sarva karmani, vidvan yukta samacharan. You should give him intelligence and make him to work. Krishna is not stopping anybody from working, but he is just telling them to have proper consciousness and work. Now, what is the proper consciousness? As I said now, that we should think, this is not mine, I am not the doer, and it is not for me. So, you teach them slowly this philosophy. Yes, sir, you are doing, this business is good. But think, you are taking everything from the nature. So we should give something back to the nature. So do something for nature, for the people. That is how even now government is doing CSR. Correct? What is CSR means? Company social responsibilities. What is company social responsibilities? Government is saying, don't always have your own profit. Don't eat everything for yourself. Give something for others also. Have some responsibility. You are using everything, you are taking everything from the society, so give back something for the society. Correct? So in this way, first of all, we should teach them slowly. Devan bhavayata dena te deva bhavayantoha parasparam bhavayantaha shreya paramavapsyata ishtan bohan hivo deva dasyan ityadi shlokas we know. Sahayagnya pradasishtva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasha vishwadvam yeshavo adishta kamaduk. Krishna has created this institution that you be happy making your own job, making your own business, but just add something, First step, to take a first step. First step is give something for the Lord. Correct? Like a small child, when you train a small child, what is child's behavior? Keeping everything in its mouth. Whatever they find, they will put in mouth. That is enjoying mentality. Now we should teach the child. What we will teach the child? Now ask for permission and tell thanks. Correct? This is the first step that we teach for a child. Similar way, we teach human society the first thing. Yes, sir, very good. You are doing very nice business. That is very good. But do something for Krishna also. So in this way, slowly engage them and give them knowledge and bring them to Krishna. By means of Agyata Sukriti, once if the Agyata Sukriti is there, that is what the whole process is of Varnashrama Dharma or Krishna or Buddhi Yoga. By slowly performing your work without attachment, slowly you can become Krishna consciousness. That is for outside people. For devotees, we have to push. There is no other way. You have to push. Because that is what Krishna is doing to Arjuna. He is sometimes very heavy also. Vaibhyam masmagam partha naitat tayopapattete shuddham hridaya daurbalyam tekto tishta parantapa. Saying, you are covered. Get up, you fellow rascal. Get up. What are you doing? Because you are already in the process. If someone is outside of the school, roaming around without joining the school, you can give him education. Sir, you see, no, you should go to school at this age. No, joining school is good, and you will get educated. You can get good job. You can teach them. You can give them suggestions. But if someone is already enrolled in the school, he has given a form, he has paid fees, and he has already enrolled inside, and he is not coming to the school. So what he will do? He will go and give suggestions again? No, we cannot say, you see, boy, it's okay, one day you can take leave, but next day at least you should come. No, this doesn't work. Just come. That's it. Sometimes Danda Niti is very good. Samadana, Beda, Danda. We have 4 things, right? So we should use all the 4 methods. And last method is Danda Niti, but don't take sticks for that. So we should have both the things. Like Upanishad, there is an example given. Like a potter is making a pot. So when he has made a pot, what he will do? He will try to make it good shape. So from the top he will tap. Like this he will tap. But below he has his own hands, correct? He's holding below, inside the pot, and he's tapping from the top. Correct? Otherwise, if he doesn't have the hand, what will happen? Pot will break. The similar way, if you want to inspire someone, then first of all, you support him, you take care of him nicely, and then slowly tap him. Then they will hear. Without that care, if you just keep on tapping, what will happen? It will break and they will run away. So Krishna is not forcing. So who are we to force? Krishna has given this whole world. Krishna has given us this body. Krishna is giving us oxygen. Krishna is giving us water. Krishna has given us intelligence. Krishna has given us everything. But still he is waiting whether this fellow will come or not. Okay, at least in this life he will come. Okay, in next life he will come. So Krishna is waiting. So who we are to force anyone? We should not force anyone, but slowly we should keep on telling. That is what we can do. And it should be constant. We cannot say, now I have pushed him once and now he will start following. No. It is like Indian car. Old car. Yesterday it is not starting. So what you should do? You should push. And then once if it starts, then it starts. Whole day it is going. Next day, again the same story. Then again, you have to push and then engine starts. The similar way, until we are in this material world, we need push. We have 3 examples of karma covering this Dhumena vriyate vagnir yata darsho malena cha yatol beno avrto garbas tata denaya avrutam. What does it mean? What does it suggest? First of all, it says smoke with fire, and then mirror with dust, and then embryo in the womb. It has very good suggestion. Ramanuja Acharya says, he says smoke with fire. Whenever you see fire, there will be always smoke. Similarly, until we have this material body, there will be lust. We cannot separate lust from this material body. From this material consciousness. Until we are in this material world, we are supposed to be a victim of lust. It is always there. Now what is the second example? Mirror and dust. What does it suggest? Okay, today I have cleaned the mirror. After 10 days, I come and see. What will happen? Again there will be dust. So what you should do? Every day we should keep on cleaning. This is the second suggestion. That every day we should keep on caring for them. It's not a push, but every day we should teach them slowly that every shade should happen. Then third thing, embryo in the womb. What does it suggest? That it is helpless. It cannot come out on its own. So you can push, or I can push, or anybody can push. Ultimately prayers, So only by Krishna's mercy, that lust can be tolerated, or lust can be cleared off. So I think it's a very big answer. You can take answer from this explanation. So this is spiritual life. That today we have forgotten about prasadam. Oops, I'm supposed to take 9-5 prasadam. Oh, I have a body, right? I'm supposed to take prasadam. I have family. I'm supposed to go and take care of my family. If you are forgetful of this, then you are in spiritual life. What is material life? Forgetfulness of spiritual life. Now what is spiritual life? Forgetfulness of material life. That you should forget. Oh, today I'm supposed to take breakfast, right? Okay, it's okay, today, once again, skip breakfast. It's okay for Krishna. Oh, I have family. I have to take my son to the school. I have completely forgotten in hearing Bhagavatam. If you are in this situation, then you are properly situated. But while sitting here, when it will go, prasadam time, I should go and, my family is waiting, then it is not a spiritual life. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So other than the human forms, like different creatures like cats, dogs, they are not considered as praja?
Yeah, because they are not given a chance to hear about or to understand spiritual life.
God himself is Prajapati. So he's not Pati of these creatures?
No, he is a Pati, but they don't accept. Because, correct? Dogs and cats, they don't accept Lord as supreme or my controller. I am your master if you only accept me as a master, correct? If you don't think me as a master, then how can I become a master for you? Correct? So everything again, it's in consciousness. I think it's a tricky answer that you can go and think about my answer, then you will understand. Now he is asking now. There is a beautiful story in Vishnu Sahasranama where one devotee called Pundanam, he used to chant Vishnu Sahasranama every day. So in that he says Amara Prabhu. There is a word called Amara Prabhu. There is a nama called Amara Prabhu. And he used to always chant Mara Prabhu, Mara Prabhu, Mara Prabhu. Then the Acharya, who is a Pujari, he used to don't chant wrongly. It's not Mara Prabhu, it is Amara Prabhu. It is Amara Prabhu. Then he always chants Mara Prabhu. Then one day he chastised, no, you should not chant Vishnu Sahasranam anymore. It is wrong, don't chant. Just one letter wrong and don't chant. If that rule comes to ISKCON for us, then nobody can sing, because we should be very careful when we are singing also. We should not say immediately Bhava Griha Janardana. Krishna is only Bhava. But we cannot offer Krishna burned rice, correct? You burn a rice and you offer. Krishna takes, Bhavas, our Bhava only. No, we don't even offer burned rice. Why? Because we cannot eat that rice. Correct? When it comes to cooking, when it comes to prasadam, we want perfection. Perfect cook should cook. But when it comes to singing or speaking, anyone who has desire, they can do. Yes, anyone has desire, they can do, but with proper training. So without proper training, it is very bad. Anyway, so why I am saying this? So he was saying Amara Prabhu, Amara Prabhu, Mara Prabhu. So this Acharya, he stopped, don't sing. Then next day, Krishna, Guru Ayyappan, small Krishna, he comes to this Acharya and says, hey, why did you stop my devotee singing this? Amara Prabhu. What do you think? That I am only Prabhu for Amaras, that is for demigods, and you are Prabhu for Maras, that is for the trees? No, I am the Lord for trees and for demigods also. Then let him chant. Now we are not in the level of Pundanam, so we should not do the same mistake. Now that Acharya comes and asks, why do you chant Mara Prabhu? Even though it is wrong, why do you chant Mara Prabhu? Then he gives very beautiful example. He says, you see, whenever I chant Amara Prabhu, I think of demigods. Now when I think of demigods, anyway, they are not pure devotees. How can I think Indra, Agni, Vayu, Chandras, devotees of Lord? I don't feel any happiness. But when I say Mara Prabhu, when I say you are the Lord of trees, then I immediately think of Lord Rama, who was walking in Dandakaranya, and all the trees were giving him nice shade and giving nice fruits and flowers. So immediately I can think of Lord Ramachandra. And whenever I say Mara Prabhu, I immediately think of Krishna, correct? Because Krishna, he stays in the Tamala tree and he plays flute, and mango tree, they bow down to give him nice mangoes. So whenever I speak of Mara Prabhu, I immediately think of Rama and Krishna's fasting. Whenever I say Mara Prabhu, Amara Prabhu, I think of only demigod. So this is enough for me. I can chant just Mara Prabhu itself. So anyway, Krishna is the Lord of everything, Achit and Chit. But Achit, they don't understand. So he is the Lord of everything, but I am telling you the philosophy. The philosophy is Only the Shastras are given for us. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. The Shastra starts with Brahma Jigyasa. Why? Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Because now we have human form of life. So it is the time for you to start spiritual life. Yes, He is Lord for everything. He is Lord for the cats and dogs. He is Lord for the stone. He is Lord for everything. But simply they don't recognize. So there is no use of becoming Lord for them. Because they don't recognize. Okay, Granthara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.